All right, people, I'm back. I'm gonna go ahead and get the chair from outside and do a video, a short video. All right, people, sorry for that. Sorry for the minor inconvenience. All right, let's get started on the video, shall we? All right, try to make it to where you can see my face. I want to say thank you to my YouTube subscribers. I now have 29 subscribers. All right. Woo! I got 29 subscribers. That's actually pretty good. So that means I'm doing the right thing. I'm on the right track to YouTube success. But I also got to stay humble. So I don't want to get overconfident and think that I finally arrived. It's going to take a lot of hard work, dedication to get to 100 subscribers, 1,000 subscribers. So we got some goals here on YouTube. So I want to say thank you to the YouTube nation that made it possible for me to have 29 subscribers. I appreciate it. Without you guys, these videos would have never made it on here in the first place. It's because of you people that I'm doing this. This is something I do for fun, for entertainment, something that helps me talk, practice my socializing skills. Don't worry, I'll make a YouTube video probably on my secondary YouTube channel that's called Alex2, as in number 2. I have 2 YouTube channels. This is my primary channel. My second backup channel is in case of anyone flags or deletes my videos. For whatever reason, that's what that backup channel's for. Now, let's get on to today's video discussion. Today's episode on YouTube is going to be called Having Sex with Goth Girls and How to Date Them. Yes, I'm going to say it again. How to have sex with a goth girl and how to date one. Now, this is something that doesn't get talked about at all in the black hemisphere on YouTube. People like O'Shea Duke Jackson and Black Ram 123, they don't usually talk about those type of things. What if a black man found a goth girl physically, sexually attractive? There's a lot of stuff they don't talk about in the black community. And that's where I come in. I kind of talk about if it's okay or if it's not okay to date a goth girl. Let's first deal with the misconception of a goth girl. Now, a lot of us assume that goth girls is someone that dresses in all black, black fingernails, black toenails, black shirt, black pants, black panties and bra, and she go all dark and weird and strange and shit. That is only part of it. That is not 100%. That's only like 15-20% of goth girls who are black, white, and Latino and Asian that does that. That's like a small percentage. Now, try not to look at movies and television too much as that is the be all to end all. Because that is when you watch stuff like Vampire Diaries, the originals, and by the way, I think the originals is better than Vampire Diaries. I don't want to offend no Vampire Diary fans out there, but I love the originals more than I like Vampire Diaries. But that ain't the point. The point is, when you watch television shows like Vampire Diaries, the originals, True Blood, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Angel, Teen Wolf to a certain extent, shows like that show people that are on the dark side, that are, dark, that's only half of it. That's not the whole thing. I have a friend named Eric who be on his Facebook a lot, and he's goth. And I do have some friends that are goth. And I do know what it feels like when they're being discriminated against by people who see they're weird, they're strange, they're different, their taste in food and activities is different. They don't play basketball and football, they don't play baseball, they're not into rap music or R&B music. It's okay if you're different. I'm different. I like heavy metal, I like rock music, I like punk rock, and I do like theme songs that come from television shows, movies, and anime. I like Dragon Ball Z. And by the way, I am going to make a video about anime on my secondary channel, why some people get hated for loving anime and things of that nature in the black community. And what I've noticed is most goth people are more respectable and have more class than regular people do. Now, I know you might find that to be a bunch of shock. You might say, Alex, don't bullshit us. I'm just telling you from what I've experienced and from my observation. Now, when I went to a golf club back in 2012 or 2000, I want to say 2013, it was 2013. I went to a comic book convention, the San Diego Comic Con. I'm pretty sure all of you know what Comic Con is by now. Or if you have a friend that all he does is go to comic book conventions, that's Comic Con. And when I went to a golf club, my friend Eric told me, don't try to dress like you're James Bond or someone, because they don't really like that in here in this type of party scene. And when I saw the golf culture, I was fascinated and blown the hell away that I saw some black men in here getting phone numbers left and right like it was no tomorrow. And the golf girls weren't that bad looking. I mean, they were very beautiful, very sexually attractive. Now, don't get me wrong, they're not 8s, 9s, and 10s, but there were some 4s, some 5s, some 6s, and there was 7s, and there was some 8s, just no 9s and 10s. And it had a powerful effect on me. I got to see the world from a different perspective. I saw the world from a different point of view. And when I thought about it, I went back to my days in high school. I hung out with some golfs. I hung out with a golf girl in junior high, a white girl that was golf. And she was kind of hot for a golf girl. But at that time, there were too many ghetto hoochie mamas, if you know what I mean. So I couldn't really express that just quite yet. Think of it as Star Wars. I was Anakin Skywalker before I fell to the power of the dark side and become Darth Vader. Anyway, when I got to high school, I saw a black girl that was golf. And I thought she was pretty sexy. I thought she was pretty hot. Had a lot of tattoos, had a lot of body piercings, but I thought she was hot. That was probably the only time that I kind of liked black girls, if she's golf. If she was the nerdy black girl or just golf, then I liked the black women. Well, technically, I try to get with the hoochie mamas, and you've already seen my past videos here on YouTube where I've made plenty of video confessions explaining to you why back then it was difficult for me and why today it's just so easy. But my point is that golf girls they're a new breed of women. Now, they don't believe in that feminist bullshit like you think Hollywood has it. Now, I'm not trying to pick on Hollywood, but Hollywood has been promoting golf girls in movies and television, and that's why you see a lot of men asking golf girls out to lunch and dinner. Now, I'm here to talk about how to have sex with a golf girl and how to date them. Now, let's talk about how you find a golf girl. Now, some people get confused. They think they have to always go to a golf club just to find a golf girl. That's just one place where you can find a golf girl. It's just like a nightclub. 99.99% of the time when you go to a golf club, it's just like a regular nightclub. It don't start until like 9:30 to 10 o'clock at night. You still got to pay general's admissions. And that's not the only place to find a golf girl. So I'm going to tell you how you find a golf girl. At number 1, the beach. You go to places like Venice Beach here in Los Angeles, California, Venice Beach, the Santa Monica Pier. Those are the best places where you'll find a golf girl. Now, it depends if it's Monday through Friday or if it's on the weekend like a Saturday. Usually your best bet would be going around spring break because you have a whole week to find a golf girl at Venice or at the Santa Monica Pier. And usually that's like a 75% chance that you'll find a golf girl. Number 2, going to the mall. Usually a mall that has a hot topic where people go to buy their golf attire. That's another way of finding a golf girl, where you can catch her in the broad daylight at a store that has action figures, trading cards, and guess what? Usually you can practice your social skills. And guess what? That gets rid of your anxiety. A lot of men suffer from anxiety when they go to nightclubs and sports bars and they're trying to talk to beautiful, attractive women that are 8s, 9s, and 10s, and they get nervous and they freeze up and they don't know how to talk to the girl, and then they lose the girl to some asshole or some jerk just like that because they don't know how to socialize. When you go buy you a t-shirt like this, or whether it's Marvel Comics, DC Comics, or whatever it may be, going to a store like Spencer's or Hot Topic, more Hot Topic than Spencer's. Usually if you go to them type of stores in the mall, you'll find a Goth Girl 80 to 85% of the time. And guess what? They're very nice. They're very respectful. You can strike up a conversation. You can say, I like your tattoos. Or you can say, who did your hair? Or what kind of styles that is. And she'll actually give you a conversation. And then guess what? You won't feel any negative vibes or any negative energy coming from her unless you say something rude and disrespectful and stupid. So if you say something stupid, fellas, then that one's on you. But for the most part, they're very nice, very respectful, and they have class. Now, I know someone might say, but Alex, some Goth girls be having a stank attitude. Okay, let's talk about that. Yeah, Goth girls do have a stank attitude, but that's usually because a lot of men be trying a lot of stuff on them. I mean, think about it. If you're a woman and you get hit on 10 times in one day, at some point you're gonna act like a bitch. You're gonna turn into a bitch just like that because a man keeps asking you, can I have your phone number? Can I take you out to lunch and dinner? And a lot of times Goth girls want to get to know your personality. They want to know what kind of person you are. Eventually, she'll give you the phone number. Eventually, she'll either say yes or no to you taking her out to lunch and dinner. Eventually. She'll then eventually say yes or no. And usually if you go to a mall, you'll see a whole bunch of them. Another place where you can find Goth women. And this is also another thing that people don't know about. Video games. If you go to a video game place that sells video games, you'll see some Goth girls at the concession stand, at the cashier. And usually when you make a purchase of a video game, usually they're from the age of 18 to 25. And guess what? That's where you're going to have most of your interactions. Another place that you don't expect to find Goth girls are department stores. Stores like Target, Best Buy, Walgreens, CVS. Usually stores like that, you'll find a Goth girl here or there depending on what location. Now, let's get to the best part. So that's